will record.
Yes. And you can mute others.
Yes, Prabhu.
I'll sing Sri Guru Charan Prabhu. Guru Charana Padama Kevala Bhakati Sadma Vandamaye Savadhana Mate Ahara Prasade Bhai He Bhavatori Aya Krishna Prapti Hoy Yaha Hoyte Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Tite Koriya Aikya Arana Kori Hamane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati ये से उत्तम गति ये प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु श्री दिव्य ज्ञान रिध प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति यहाँ होते अविद्या विनाशयते वेदिकाय हरचरित श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना आहा प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया ये दिया घोषक त्रिभुवाना गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीपीटी फाउंडर आचार्य सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड शिल प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर शिल प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की, ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरापुरी धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र मैया की, श्री श्री निताय की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हिजोलने सरदाना स्वामी महाराज की, हिजोलने सरदाना स्वामी महाराज व्यास पूजा महा महोत्सव की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. मम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिन् इति नामिने। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु's and Mataji's. Welcome to our evening discussion on the Vyasapuja celebration of His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. This year we are celebrating 75th Vyasapuja of His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. You all know him, but I am very grateful to His Grace Sri Chaitanya Kishore Prabhu for giving me this opportunity to be able to glorify my dear spiritual master, His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj, who despite my not having any qualification, embraced me, accepted me as his fallen disciple, and gave me a shelter at his holy lotus feet. That is his greatness. No greatness on my side. My greatness is I got him as my spiritual master, who is most compassionate to me. So several things we could discuss. Last time in our discussion, I had discussed many of my personal interactions with His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. Some 2-3 were remaining, that also we'll discuss, and some other teachings also we will discuss. Maybe in the beginning, I'll just share one letter that Guru Maharaj wrote on 8th of December 1996 to the 5, we can say, presidents of Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Temple in Chowpatty, Mumbai. So that letter he wrote from New Vrindavan in West Virginia. I will just read out the letter. Dear Shamanand Prabhu, Sanat Kumar Prabhu, Govind Prabhu, Radha Gopinath Prabhu, and Devamrit Prabhu, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I am very happy to receive your kind letter. Thank you very much. By the mercy of Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Chandra, coming through Srila Prabhupada, we have a very special ashram of brahmacharis. Each one is a precious jewel, so graciously put under our care. Please make sure that each devotee who has given up so much to serve our mission is given utmost care physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Let us nourish them physically with pure Krishna Prasadam, a perfectly clean environment, and proper medication if required. Let us take very special interest in each of their lives and help them with whatever problems their mind may create. Preach the importance of cultivating deep friendships and trust among one another. To serve their spiritual needs, we should maintain strictest standards of sadhan within the ashram. Make sure that each devotee is especially awake and attentive while chanting japa and enthusiastic to dance and chant during kirtan. Train them very carefully in the pure, unalloyed teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as revealed by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Be very attentive to see that each devotee is learning the philosophy carefully. Our first service is that each devotee is cared for and happy. If this is done, all of our other projects will undoubtedly flourish. With great confidence, I am hopeful that you will give your lives and souls to helping me in this regard. I pray at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Raghunath that they forever bless you with the dust of their lotus feet. I hope this letter meets you in the best of health, your servant, Radhanath Swami. In this, we can see how Maharaj has burning and genuine concern for each and every brahmachari. Though he was in New Vrindavan, West Virginia, he is concerned about the brahmacharis, as he said, who are very graciously put under our care. And each one should be given full attention physically, emotionally, spiritually. They should be trained in philosophy and they should be cared for. They should be happy. So Maharaj is very famous for his personal care. Though down the line now, many devotees feel that we are not even getting to see Maharaj and we are not getting such close association of His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. But he has given himself fully to the early disciples and through them now he's giving care to others. And personally, he takes care of all the devotees through giving lectures, whether in Shri Radha Gopinath temple in Mumbai or at GV or in Yatras. He extends himself to give that. And earlier audio lectures are also there. So he has given himself fully. One should not seek personal attention now. Younger devotees should not feel like that, nor should even we, so called earlier batch of devotees, we should not be feeling that what is this Maharaj is not giving time now, personal attention. I got so many embraces, so many pats, so many merciful punches on my forehead in the early stages of my Krishna consciousness. Now, why is he not giving care, attention? No, we are not now what you call small children drinking milk. We are grown up now. We have to now give the care to others also. So Maharaj is famous for his devotee care. He takes care of devotees very nicely. That's how we find all the senior disciples are such powerful devotees because they got so much love, care, attention. Mm, Their questions were answered. Thus, they became very strong devotees, irrespective of their ashrams, whether brahmacharya ashram or grihastha ashram. Few are in sannyas ashram also. So we can take advantage of these senior devotees in our own personal lives. Plus, Maharaj is also there giving attention through his lectures in the current times also. So Maharaj has formed this counselor system for which he is very much glorified all over the world. I believe it was His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj who invited His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj that give that seminar to all of us also. How do you take care of devotees through this counselor system? So His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj, as simple as is, he had no PPT, nothing. He just gave plain lecture. Nowadays, His Grace Gaurang Prabhu has made a very proper PPT and all that, and he gives several lectures on that. But originally, whole thing was started by His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. Maharaj gave idea and he set it rolling with his grace Krishna Chandra Prabhu and some few senior brahmacharis like Shamanand Prabhu, Gaurang Prabhu, etc. Or maybe before even Gaurang Prabhu and others. Shamanand Prabhu, Sanat Kumar Prabhu, Radha Gopinath Prabhu, and Krishna Chandra Prabhu, Nathji Prabhu, etc. Then Maharaj had to go to America, US. He left. After a few months, when he returned to India, he asked these counselors, so how are the counselor system, classes and other things, training programs going on? They said, what Maharaj? It was not possible to go on. Devotees were not interested. Eventually, everything collapsed. We did not have only anything for last few months. Maharaj said, what is this? I told you already. It should be going on every week or every fortnight. So now again revive it. Let's revive it. And then Maharaj was behind, so all the counselors had no other option because he was personally well after them. So then they began, and then though it was a little bit stumbling in the beginning stages, then it took off and then it went on very smoothly. And then it became quite successful. And through that now thousands of devotees are cared for in Mumbai and then eventually now in Pune and many other satellite centers connected to Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Temple, Mumbai, under the guidance of His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. Maharaj has given some tips on cultivating friendship. That also I thought we could discuss. There are some 14 points. I have this, I think we cannot see that, but there is one sheet there. It is saying cultivating friendship. First point, the prominent spirit in our relationships is you are my Prabhu, I am your Das. You should keep devotees in the forefront, ourselves in the background. So we are servants. This Maharaj has been stressing like anything from day one. By his reading of Srila Prabhupada books and understanding the teachings thoroughly, he has derived this essence very wonderfully. And he doesn't get tired of speaking these points. Pranadapishu nichena tarorapi sahishnuna. Amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. As well as being a servant of the servant of the servant of the devotees. Humble, menial servant. He stresses time and time again. Being a disciple of His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj and not humble, this is not acceptable. They have to be disciples of His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj, have to be humble, tolerant, respectful to others, and not expect any respect in return. Then only they prove to be the disciples of His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj. Because that has been that has been spoken so much by him. So in the relationships, you are my Prabhu and I'm your Das. Second point, we should be faithful and loyal to each other with Guru and Krishna in the center. Just like Krishna and Sudama, when they were sent to forest to get firewood, they got caught up in the rainy season and rains were there and all the storm, etc. They were catching each other's hand, and in the other hand, they had the mission of spiritual master, the firewood. So, like that, we should be faithful and loyal to each other with Guru and Krishna in the center. The mission of Guru should not be forgotten, but on the other side, we should be also having loving relationships with each other. Third point, we are there for each other unconditionally in all circumstances. We should not give up devotees. Love and trust, we say. So when there is trust in other devotee, then we can say the love exists. If we don't have trust in other devotee, then we cannot say that we love him. So there has to be trust. There will be some mistakes on the part of devotees. Sometimes there may fall down. One may not be able to practice properly. One may give up practice. Despite all that, in all conditions, rather unconditionally, we should be there in all circumstances for each other. So learning this from Maharaj, I would apply that always, and I apply it now also, telling devotee that I am there always for you. Never think that you commit some mistake and I'll give up upon you. No, I'll be there for you. The doors of my heart are always open for you. Fourth one, where there is trust, there is development of real love on the spiritual platform. So trust has to be there. I already covered that. Fifth point, transcend the differences. Even amongst like-minded devotees, we are not alike. By offering proper etiquettes, servitude to each other, and prayers to appreciate one another. Maharaj has ingrained in devotees this Vaishnav etiquette. He has given classes also on that. He told His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Swami Maharaj to form the booklet. You might have seen that. Vaishnav etiquettes and a manual like that is written. Then servitude to each other, serving devotees, and prayers to appreciate one another. Sixth point. What are the relationships by Srila Rupa Goswami's six principles? Forgiveness, serving together, encouraging each other, and practicing Trunadapi Sunichenam. So everything has to be based on the scriptures. So Srila Rupa Goswami's principles. Dadati pratigranati guhyamakyati pruchati bhungte bhojayate chaivam shadvidam priti lakshanam. Three things are exchanged: gifts, prasadam, and hearts. Because two devotees, so giving gifts, accepting gift, giving prasadam, accepting prasadam, opening heart, then hearing others when they open up their hearts, like that. Forgiveness, serving together, encouraging each other, and practicing Trunada Pishunichan. Seventh, Krishna conscious friendship is a gift of Lord Krishna, gift of Srimati Radharani, and gift of Gurudev. It should not be taken cheaply. So Maharaj has very deep relationships with His Holiness Niranjan Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Sachinandan Swami Maharaj, and many other God brothers and God sisters. Every year for the Kartik Yatra that he would arrange, he would make sure at least few God brothers and God sisters from New Vrindavan he would call, knowing that they are having poverty over there and have so many services. Faithfully, they have been serving the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the deep forest. You can see here behind in the background. This is from New Vrindavan only. When Maharaj was a young brahmachari, full-time pujari, he was going behind Prabhupada. So many hundreds of disciples of Prabhupada, God brothers and God sisters of His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. So he would invite them. Like that, he had invited Her Grace Ladini Mataji also. Then many others he keeps inviting. So this is very important for him, loving friendship with other devotees. And he cherishes his Krishna conscious friendship with his dear God brothers. His Holiness Siddharth Maharaj, he's from India. He's preaching in Raipur area. So he was telling me once, oh, you are a disciple of His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj. Way back, many years back, once His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj came to meet me in one room, and he was very genuinely inquiring. See, Prabhu, that time Maharaj was Prabhu. So, Siddharth Prabhu, you are from India, so you know this pronunciation of Sanskrit, Gurvashtakam. So, could you please tell me what is the correct pronunciation? Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasada, Swadhanna Triptan Haribhaktan. Maharaj wanted to learn that very precisely, because Siddharth Prabhu, currently Maharaj, he was from India, so Indians know proper pronunciation. So Maharaj wanted to improve his pronunciation. He did not feel that, oh, I am very senior. No, just friendship doesn't go by who is senior, who is junior, and all that. Then 8th point, inspire each other to cut the weeds of our own pride, selfish ambitions, political natures, which strangles our relationships. So this should not be there in our friendship with other devotee or devotees. Pride, no, there's no question of pride in the friends. Selfish ambitions, we don't have our own. Rather helping you are Prabhu, I am Das. Political nature, no politicking, because that will strangle our relationships. 9th point, dealing with snake of envy which grows in our relationship. It is a test not to allow this envy to grow. Second, see envy as the impurity of my heart, else we will never overcome it, birth after birth after birth. This is impurity. We have to keep ourselves away from it. Third, my envy for God is manifesting in my envy towards my other devotee friends. And fourth, hear philosophy regularly to understand that problem is not in him, but in me. Many times because of our envy, we feel he is problematic. He is not understanding me. He doesn't cooperate. Like that, we say hundreds of things. We blame others. But no, problem is not in him, but in me. So that is 9th point about envy. Dealing with snake of envy which grows in our relationships. 10th point, deep friendship amongst Vaishnavas is really experienced after 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of cultivation, because it is like gold that has been tested and purified by fire. So deep friendship will not form immediately. We may have superficial friendship with many devotees or few close friends, but it takes several years, decades of cultivation. 11th point, we have to have a commitment. This is for life. Our friendship is for life, not just for 1 or 2 days. We have had so many friends. Maybe in our primary school, we had so many friends whom we left when we entered in secondary school. Then them also we left when we entered in junior college. To them also we left when we entered in degree college. And then after passing out also, maybe in company, some other set of friends. So this keeps changing because these are material friendships. So that is just for a short-lived period. But this is for life. This is the commitment in spiritual friendship. 12th point, our own satisfaction in Krishna consciousness and our ability to convince people of the substance is very much based on the type of loving relationships we develop. So if you have very nice relationships, loving relationships, friendship with other devotees, then we'll have deep satisfaction in our own personal practice of Krishna consciousness, and we'll be able to convince other people of the substance of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is such a powerful substance. It's very powerful. 13th point. Reciprocation with Krishna is a very advanced platform to really test it deep down. But we can test it in relationship with his devotees. Else the aspects of Krishna consciousness will become dry and tasteless. Directly we cannot experience relationship with Krishna, but it can be very nicely, easily experienced in our dealings and friendship, loving relationships with other devotees around us. 14th point, we will cooperate with each other for the higher purpose of pleasing Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. So at least cooperation has to be there in our friendship. Because envy comes, then there is no question of cooperation. So if envy is kept aside, then there is cooperation, and eventually cultivating that friendship through Dadati Pratigranati, 6 loving exchanges, then it can grow to a very nice, deep, loving friendship with other devotee friends. Okay. So now some more of my interactions with His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj or something. I covered many in the previous discussion. Devotees might have heard, or you may hear that later. I will not repeat that. But when I accepted His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj in my heart as my deliverer, as my spiritual master, in my college days only, in the third semester of engineering in 1996. So that time, earlier there was difficulty in getting up in the morning because no really standards for our voice, because ours was one of the first voices, Mayapur voice. So Raishambru was a young preacher, and they were not. Earlier in 95 or so, he would stay in Pune for 2 days, weekend, and 5 days he would be in Shishir Radha Gopinath temple because he was a brahmachari of that temple, Mumbai. But then as youth preaching increased in Pune, then he was 5 days in Pune and 2 days in Radha Gopinath temple every week, like that. But he was giving attention. Thursday evening he would come for weekly program. He would stay overnight. Friday morning he would give us class. But then it was like whosoever got up first would take bath. He would open the altar. There was no timing. 5:15, 5:30. That all depended on who was the first one to get up, how much time he took to take bath and all that. But then eventually the system was formed after 6 months or so. We could get up in the morning. So I would get up quite early. In first semester, third semester, I had a lot of difficulty to get up in the morning. But in fourth semester, I was very prompt. I would get up, and by 4:15 or so, I would come to temple hall of the voice, and I would start sweeping the temple hall, and I would sing that song. श्री विग्रहाराधन नित्यानन शृंगार तन्मन्दिरमार्जनदौ युक्तस्य वक्तांश्च नियुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्. That my spiritual master is very expert in dressing the deities, in performing arti, offering bhoga and all that. And he also has very mercifully engaged me. He has allowed me, despite my disqualification, he has allowed me to sweep the floor of this temple hall. I would remember His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj, and I would cherish his kindness upon me. Then eventually Radhesham Prabhu was made the president of ISKCON Shri Radha Kunjabari Temple, ISKCON Pune. That was, I think, in August 1997. Though he became the president, the signatory for all the checks, money dealings for bank and all the purposes was His Grace Krishnanand Prabhu, who was the earlier president. So that transfer had not happened. So once His Grace Radhesham Prabhu told me, I was a college student, that take this checkbook, go to Mumbai, there His Grace Krishnanand Prabhu will be there, and you get his signature for at least 4 or 5 checks like that. Because without his signature, we are not able to withdraw money only from the bank. It is useless to have this checkbook because he was only signatory. So then I went, and that night, that evening, His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj was coming from US. He had gone to America. So then when I reached there and I inquired where is His Grace Krishna Prabhu, they said, oh, he's gone to airport to receive Maharaj. I said, oh, really? So then I had to wait. Maharaj was coming something like 11 o'clock. So there were a few other devotees also, but in those years, 1997, few only. I don't know, I don't remember clearly, but something like 30, 40, 50 devotees were there. Some congregation members, mostly brahmacharis and all that. So I was there on special mission. I required the checks, signatures. So then Maharaj came, we all bowed down and all. Maharaj was walking, the staircase in the front of Radha Gopinath temple. So he was climbing behind him, Govind Prabhu and Sanat Kumar Prabhu, Radha Gopinath Prabhu. And Krishna Prabhu was also there, very close to Maharaj. And I am behind, servant of the servant. My goal was to get the signatures of His Grace Krishna Prabhu. And checkbook was with me only, with pen and everything ready. But I cannot disturb him. So then Maharaj was moving slowly upward. He went and staircase. Then temple hall was closed because it was 11:30 in the night, something like that. So then he went to his room backside. And all these presidents also went, and I am also going behind them. Eventually, all devotees stayed back because they had come to receive Maharaj, and that is all over. Now Maharaj is going to his room, mostly to sleep. So then he went inside the room. Then Govind Prabhu went, Radha Gopinath Prabhu, Sanat Kumar Prabhu, maybe Shamanand Prabhu, and Krishna Prabhu. They all went, and the door closed, and I am poor fellow. And I waited there outside. There was one desk kind of thing, stool. So then I sat on that, waiting when will Krishna Prabhu come. Checkbook, everything was ready. So then time was passing by. I was just outside the room of Maharaj only. Then it became 12, it became 1 o'clock, it became 1:30. And for me, I had not taken rest in the daytime. So I was a little bit drowsy there. And I thought maybe I will bang my head on the ground and I will die here. And my service will remain here only, incomplete. So then I thought, I don't know when will they come out. Door is closed. I cannot knock the door. Then I went to take rest. Early morning, I got up 5 o'clock. I went in Aarti and asked devotees, where is Krishna Prabhu? Where is Krishna Prabhu? They said, we don't know. They all ended their meeting with Maharaj at 2:30 in the night. So then they went in the hideouts. Nobody knows where these presidents are gone. It's difficult to find out. I had searched all over Radha Gopinath temple. I had never been to the entire temple except that time. I searched everywhere. Still, I did not find. So then I asked one brahmachari where nowhere is seen. Then he said, you check that place, very remote place. So then I went, switched on the light, and there His Grace Krishna Prabhu was resting. So then I said, Prabhu, please get up. Please get up. I want your signature. He was not able to hear only. He was fast asleep. Then I shook him like anything. Then he got up and said, who is that? I said, Prabhu, I need your signature. Then he said, and later on, I did not get rest. I said, no, Prabhu, I need to go to Pune. So somehow he gave some 4 or 5 signatures in his half sleep only. And then I came back to Pune. But I was very happy. And so much attraction to Maharaj was also there. So because of that, though coming from Mumbai to Pune, on the way I saw my house also, his hometown, and house was very easily visible. Through the bus only I saw from old Bombay Pune highway. But I said, this is not my house. My house is Radha Kunjaveri temple and Radha Gopinath temple. And that's it. So then, I don't know whether I told in the last meeting, but that once when I was in Pune, when I was in Mumbai, and they announced that Maharaj is going for one man's house for program, some prasadam. So everybody is invited. So I was running, and then suddenly they announced going through that, but it will not be prasad. I was shocked. It will not be prasad. But then he said, don't worry, no need to worry. It will be without onion and garlic. So then I was in dual mind what to do then, but I thought okay, Guru Maharaj, he will always offer it in the mind to Krishna, and then it will be prasad only. So nothing wrong. He will be honoring first, then we all. So then I went and we had a very intimate association. Maharaj was there, and I'm not remembering, but something like 10, 12 brahmacharis were there, and I was there. And we were sitting there, rich man's house, very huge house, all and all. We were sitting on the ground with Maharaj, and we had a nice prasadam there. In the last group, our group, we had a circular. I had sent my photo in Pune Yatra. I don't remember which year, 1997, 98, 99, or 2000, in Pune Yatra, dancing with Maharaj. So it was very, always we would be just next to Maharaj only. We'd get as close to him as possible. It was very amazing. In Pune Yatra, we would get a lot of close association of Maharaj. Once, I don't remember which year was that, whether 1997, mostly 1998, one senior brahmachari of our Pune ISKCON temple, His Grace Gaur Sundar Prabhu, he was senior to me. When he passed out, I entered in the voice in second year. So he took me and His Grace Patit Pawan Prabhu, one of my friends. We got initiated together in 98. So he took only both of us in Maharaj room. We were sitting, Maharaj was sitting, Gosundapur was sitting, and then we two were sitting, only four of us in the room. Then Gaurasundapuru introduced both of us that Maharaj, these are our devotees, youth preachers, means facilitators in our Bharati Vidyapeeth College of Engineering, where Radhesham Prabhu and we all preach, brahmacharis preach, and they assist us a lot in our youth preaching. So Maharaj was very happy that we were assisting. And already Prabhu told that they go room to room and invite boys for the program in the youth center and all that. So Maharaj was very appreciative. Maharaj said, "Thank you very much. You are doing wonderful service." And then he said one thing, kind of instruction also, uh, and very powerful, what do you call, empowering statement. He said, "In whole of your life, you can never preach as much as now, by going to every room of the boys and inviting them for the program." Maharaj said, indicating to His Grace Goswami Prabhu, that he can come to your youth center or to your college to give class, but he cannot go room to room to invite boys. But that you can do. You can invite them and regularly follow them up and all that. So he gave a very basic level, guidance as well as inspiration for our youth preaching. So then, in fact, Patit Pam Prabhu was 1 year senior to me. So then he passed out, I think, after that. He could hardly get chance to maybe put that in action, but I got enough opportunity next 2 years or so. And I would say that Guru Maharaj, has given us instruction as well as empowerment. Every evening after coming from college, I would get fresh, apply tilak, and then get on the scooter and go all over Dhankaudi area, Balaji Nagar, and I would say this is Prabhu Datta Desh. This is area given to me for preaching, and Guru Maharaj wants me. And I would do such follow up. My God, I would not leave any boy. In a week, I had to cover. I was the head of all the facilitators in our Mayapur voice, because many of my equals passed out. They were working also, but I was still there in the college. So I had the opportunity to exercise that instruction of Guru Maharaj very much, because I was there to preach. Many times in those years, we would go to airport to give send off to Maharaj or to receive him also. So I remember once, I don't remember which year was that, but we went to Bombay International Airport, and then Maharaj came. We received, it was nice roaring kirtan. Then His Grace Krishna Chandra Prabhu was the one who was personally driving, though he has so many servants. But he, for Guru Maharaj, he would personally be chauffeur. He would be the driver, and Maharaj sat next to him, and then some one or two brahmacharis behind. Then they started, and then we were there in another car or van like that with Radha Gopinath brahmacharis. I was also there, and we were looking at the Bombay roads. Maharaj vehicle is going, and our vehicle, we would be behind. Then Maharaj vehicle is going. Then sometimes we would come, and then I would be looking there. Maharaj is talking to Krishna Chandra Prabhu, and we would be looking. That's another car like that. Then sometimes our car would go in front, and I would say, "Hey, what is this?" Is in the mind, I would think, Maharaj, we cannot see. Then again, his car would be going, and then his car would, and then ultimately we reached Shri Radha Gopinath temple, and there again another kirtan reception and all that. Then also in on 14th of May 1998, 4 days after my initiation in 1998, so Maharaj, we went for giving send off. There were, I don't remember how many, 150 to 100 devotees were there outside the airport. something like footpath kind of structure was there. We all sat there. Maharaj was given a chair because one of the disciples was a big officer inside the airport. So he arranged everything. And we all sat there. We were doing kirtan. Grihastha Prabhus were coming one after other. They would put garland to Maharaj. And then Maharaj would remove his garland, give it to somebody, him to him or to somebody else. Like that. I believe I also got one garland because I was sitting very close to the lotus feet of Guru Maharaj. Once he gave me also. And it was there for 1 hour or so, nice kirtan, and we're feeling separation. Maharaj will leave now, to not see him for 3 4 months or so till he comes back to India. And then he entered inside. Your time he got up, and then we were all very sad. He's going, and then he entered inside the point, that door, glass door, and we are looking at the last point. He would be visible. He would go here, there, and would be watching. And then once he's no more visible, then we would come back with a sad heart. So like that, at least once I remember, maybe few more times we had gone for send off and receiving. Though I joined on 7th June 2000 as a brahmachari, because I was the head of the facilitators, and there were not almost nobody in the third year of engineering who came to final year. I passed out, but there was nobody to do follow up and all that. So then those six of us joined as brahmacharis in Shri Radha Kunjabari temple in 2000. But Radhesham Prabhu said, no, you cannot shave, six of you. You have to go to your respective colleges for follow. So I would be in Radha Kunjabari temple till 9 o'clock. Then that after that take prasad. Then I would come in dhoti kurta to Bharati Vidyapit here, Dhankavadi. And then I would change to shirt pant. Though I was a brahmachari, I would wear shirt pant, and then I would go and do follow up of all the boys, especially in the evening and all that. And again in the night, go back to Radha Kunjaveri temple, then wear dhoti kurta, and then again next day morning. Like that went on for 6 months. Meanwhile, what happened? Other five brahmacharis who had joined with me, who were also not allowed to shave head. So they, that time we were in white only, but they somehow they got the opportunity on 10th of October, I believe, when we have that Teen Samadhis in Radhakund temple, Radhakund area in Vrindavan. So those three acharyas, what you call, disappearance day or something comes on, I think, somewhere in that period. So on 10th October it was there. So they all were allowed to shave head. So, but I had some other obligation. So I could not shave, and I was feeling very bad. Oh, almost everybody shaved, but I am not able to shave my head, though I am a brahmachari. But then by Krishna's grace, they say ना इंतजार का फल मीठा होता है. If you sacrifice for some noble cause, then you are doubly rewarded or triply rewarded. So it so happened that that year in 2000, when everything was over, my responsibilities and all that. So I shaved my head on 7th of December only, 2000. 6 years later to my joining Brahmachari Ashram. And that time, that day was exactly Moksha Ekadashi day also. Somehow those two matched on that day. 7th, you can see in the calendar. So I went by overnight train. In fact, Lalit Mahaprabhu's younger brother was sleeping with me only on the berth because we did not have reservation properly. He was a small boy, 10th class boy. So he came with me, he saw me with hair. And next day morning, I told His Grace Goswami Prabhu to shave my head. I shaved head, and when I went for Mangalati, he was shocked. Arey Prabhu, I saw yesterday in the with hair, and now I'm seeing him without hair. So then he was told Sundarshyam Prabhu has joined as a brahmachari and all that. So that happened on Maharaj Vyasapuja day only, 7th December. I was in Shri Radha Gopinath temple. They had a huge program, Vyasapuja celebration. And somehow we were there on the next day also, 8th January, 8th December. And His Grace Radheshamru took us, the college boys, inside the Maharaj room only. Around, I think, 20, 25 or whatever, 15, 20 of us were inside the room. So that day was Murari Prabhu's birthday also, 8th December. So Radheshamru told today is his birthday, Maharaj, whatever, something, gave smile. Then Radheshamru said, Maharaj, on your Vyas Puja day yesterday, Sundarshyam Prabhu shaved his head. He gave the best offering, he gave his hair to you, Maharaj. So Maharaj looked at me and he smiled and he said, thank you. So I thought, wow, great. Though I was lamenting earlier that, oh, I could not shave 6 months, I had to wait. Many others shaved and I could not. But I felt this was amazing. That little bit waiting period, patience was so much rewarded. Maharaj smiled and Maharaj appreciated, yes. you have given your life. It's like joining Brahmacharya ashram, giving hair means falsification and many other things. So that is very nice. So thank you. Maharaj smiled also and said thank you also. So I thought it was very nice. So in 2001 July, 15th July, we got a second initiation. So in second initiation, those years we had the fortune. Nowadays, so many get initiated. Second initiated also. Recently, Maharaj initiated, I think, 1600 Brahmin initiates. Many were pending. 1,600 devotees he gave Brahman Diksha. But in our time, I don't remember how many, maybe 8, 10, 15, 20 might have been there. So after the Diksha ceremony, everything got over. In the evening, we were supposed to receive mantras from Maharaj. But Maharaj would only give that Upanan, Janeyu, but then the mantras were to be given personally, one-to-one basis. So when my turn came, I entered in the room of Maharaj. Only myself and Maharaj, no other person. So it was so amazing. So Maharaj was already sitting on the mat there. There was one small desk kind of structure in front of him on which there are Gayatri mantras written. So Maharaj, as soon as I entered, Maharaj said, close the door. I closed the door. Maharaj said, please sit down in a way by keeping your right ear towards my mouth, like that. So then I sat. Maharaj was sitting, and then I sat like this, and the table was on my right side, that desk. And Maharaj said, Sundarshyam, so choose this whether you prefer Sanskrit verses for the Gayatri mantra or English. I said, prefer Sanskrit, Maharaj. He said, okay, pick up one sheet. So I picked up. And then he said, now you repeat after me. There are 7 Gayatri mantras. So he was word by word, one word of each mantra. Then I was repeating after him. And then he said, are you okay? I said, yes, Maharaj. Thank you. Then he said, so Sundarshyam Prabhu, please chant these Gayatri mantras 3 times a day, all throughout your life. And you will go back to Godhead. You would go to Golok Vrindavan. And I was thinking, wow, my God, Guru Maharaj loves me so much. Personal instruction, such an intimate. Only he is there, I am there, nobody else in the room, in his room right there. So I was very happy. Then I came out, and then there are some more others also who also were getting that. So then in the evening we were together, those who got mantras from Maharaj. So then we were discussing how it was very nice alone with Maharaj. So then one of them said, Maharaj, what he said, that please chant these Gayatri mantras 3 times a day, all throughout your life, and you'll go to Golok Vrindavan. And immediately I said, but Maharaj told me also. Then somebody else said, he told me also. Like that, among 10, I don't know how many, 10, 12 were there. So almost 4, 5 said that he said to me also. Then I thought, oh, I'm not the only one. I'm not the chosen one or a special one. There are some others also. But then I thought, okay, no problem. But the instruction holds true that if I chant sincerely, then we'll go to Golok Vrindavan also. So it was mm, very nice personal interaction, one-to-one basis. Nobody else. This like this never happened. Only him and me alone in the room. Last time I told Maharaj embraced me in Radha Gopala temple. That was in public, but anyway, it was still intimate. Nobody else was hearing us. But this was very nice. In 2004 Radhashtami lecture it was. Last time I told, but I was not very clear. So in the Radhashtami lecture, I think it is entitled as Begging for Compassionate Love. When he was making some particular point, I'm yet to hear that. I don't remember. But there he took, I think, names of His Grace Govind Prabhu, Gaur Gopal Prabhu, Gaur Sundar Prabhu, and I think then my name also, and Sundar Sham Prabhu. Something I don't remember what was the point. But because he knew me personally, he took my name also. Recently, His Grace Bhakti Vaibhav Pro was telling me like that. Once, means I think 2, 3 times maybe, we went to Belgaum for Rath Yatra, annual Rath Yatra. And those years, Maharaj would personally go also because there His Grace Devamrut Prabhu would invite Maharaj personally. Then Maharaj would go there by train. And throughout day, means afternoon to evening, dancing on the streets of Belgaum. We would also be dancing with him. Then evening Pandal program, then again dancing Kirtan. So that night only Maharaj train was there, and we boarded the same train. And not only the same train, same bogie also. Not only same bogie, just the compartment was Maharaj was here, and mine was next compartment. I was on the side upper berth, and Maharaj was on the lower berth. And compartment how they are, three and two here side. So next compartment Maharaj was there, and Maharaj on the lower berth. They had arranged brahmacharis. Maybe the after middle seat they did not put only. Maharaj was sleeping there because it was late in the. I don't remember what time we boarded the train. Maybe 10:30 in the night, and we were very tired because dancing in the on the streets of Belgaum plus on the stage also. After Maharaj lecture, there were dancing kirtan. Maharaj was also very tired. He danced more than all of us also. So then almost as soon as we reached, they put the bed for Maharaj. Maharaj slept. Then we also slept. Maharaj and those brahmacharis, few, five, six, whatever, they were going to Mumbai. But we had to get down, myself and Shankar Pandit Prabhu, I remember. We too had to get down in Pune. This was somewhere in 2000 to 2005. I don't remember the year. One of those Belgaum Yatras. So then morning we got up because our station came, I don't remember what time, 5, 5:30 in the morning. So we got up, and when I paid obeisances to Guru Maharaj as we do every day, there I directly saw him. He was still taking rest. And the way I saw him taking rest, my God, in my life I have never seen somebody going to be sleeping. It was like as if yogi is performing yeah, yogasan only, yoga mudra. He was in this like this flat, but the way he was so serene, so calm, the way people I have seen in train, my God, how people sleep, and even we brahmacharis, we are not so much in goodness. Maharaj, the way, my God, in my life, I believe, I mean, I pray, at least once some life I will sleep like that, looking like a yogi. It was so amazing. I wish I had a camera and I would have taken photo that how somebody in sleep could be so serene, calm. Amazing it was. I still cannot forget that moment. Once only I saw Mara sleeping, and that was the only moment. It was amazing. Then we got down. I got several opportunities in Mumbai in 1998, especially. Maharaj would have programs in there. I don't remember who, maybe Birlas and all that. This Dhirubhai Ambani's house or something like that. Many people in Malabar Hill and all, the famous areas of Bombay, they have their bungalows. So we would go there, have kirtans, dancing kirtan, and with Maharaj very intimately. In Mumbai as well as in Kolkata also. I don't remember year, but after I think journey home or something like that, several rich people like this Imami and all that. Then that diesel or what they have, lubricant, famous lubricant. I don't remember the name. So those are all big owners of those companies, billionaires. So their bungalows, Maharaj was going in Kolkata one after other, and we were also able to accompany. It was very amazing to get very intimate association of Maharaj over there. In many places, after the Pandal program, Maharaj would have dancing kirtan and would be dancing on the stage only, right behind Maharaj with the brahmacharis. So in the Rath Yatras, we would dance with him. Sunday feast, Maharaj would personally dance. He would lead Gaur Aarti after the in 12:30. He would personally lead, and then after Nasingati, he would give class also. Then in Yatras, it would be amazing. In Govardhan Parikrama, he would sometimes to cover up distance because it would start morning around 6, 7 o'clock and would end at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the night. Such a long Govardhan Parikrama. 14 hours or so it would say, it would take. So to cover the long distances, sometimes Maharaj would run like anything and would also run behind him and then running 1, 2 kilometers, and suddenly Maharaj would stop and would be like falling on his body, somehow controlling ourselves. It was very nice, very intimate relationship. On one particular year, he arranged Saturday evening bhajan sandhyas. Many bhajans would be sung. He would also himself sing. Then we would go from Pune for Saturday evening also. Saturday morning also many times. Then Prerna lectures he would give. Once in Kolkata, there were first initiations of many devotees. The first batch of Kolkata devotees, which Maharaj initiated there only. So that time I got the opportunity to announce. After Maharaj would give the name of a devotee, let's say His Grace Vijay Prabhu. So then I would be the one having mic and I would announce. So His Grace Vijay Prabhu ki, and they would say Jai loudly like that. So Maharaj was very happy because he would give the name and immediately I would announce. I had to be very attentive to hear what is the name, and I had to announce as it is like that. I would like that loudly. Sometimes after some time, whatever 15, 20, 30 devotees. So then devotees little bit lower down, they lose enthusiasm kind of. So then Maharaj again announced, so you should say loudly Jai. You should be, it's like a child taking birth, something like that, he said. I was anyway enthusiastic, but he inspired others also to loudly say Jai. So that was very intimate there also. Then in after Pune Yatra, that would go on something like 26th. So 20. something like 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th January. So that would go end at something like 3:30 or so. Then all the devotees coming from Mumbai, whatever the number in early days, it was very less number, 200-300 devotees. Then eventually 4, 5, 6, 700. So they would have the fixed train that I think Koina Express, something like 4:20 in the evening, going to Mumbai. So they would travel 3:30 to 4 also to station. Maharaj would also go by the same train. Then they would board the train, and Maharaj would come to the entrance point. Everybody has boarded, all the devotees. Maharaj also traveling with them. They are all going to Bombay, and we are from Pune, Radhesham Prabhu, and many of the boys. That time, few brahmacharis. We would be standing there on the station, and then the train would start slowly pushing forward, moving ahead. Then we would also walk. Radhesham would be doing kirtan, we would be following, and Maharaj would be smiling at the door, holding those bars like that. Then it would pick up the speed, and Radhesham would run, we would run, and run like this, running, running, running. Then afterwards the slope comes downward. Then no more platform. It's like end of platform. So then the train would, by the time picked up some speed, and then there is no more thing there. Platform is ended. So then on that slopey platform only, we would pay obeisances, and Maharaj would look at Maharaj, and Maharaj would be smiling. So it was very intimate moments, very close association. Like we may get of very senior devotees in our places nowadays. Like that, we would get a lot of association of Maharaj in those years. So then, I think last time I told, I don't remember, but then I told, I think, but still, that once we had a program of Maharaj in Shri Shri Radha Kunjabhari temple. After the program got over, there would be concept of darshan. People would come in a line and they would meet that sannyasi or guru and talk something. Sometimes the president would introduce like that. So once they were coming, and myself, His Grace Adesham Prabhu and His Grace Swarup Damodar Prabhu, we were on the stage behind Maharaj Vyasasan only. But something happened on the side, so three of us we got diverted. We went there. Here darshan was going on. So when we came back, Maharaj told when Mataji had come and spoken something to Maharaj and had left. So then Maharaj said, "You know what did this Mataji say?" And we said, "No, Maharaj," because we three were there. We did not hear. Till then we were attentive. We were knowing what was happening, but not for this case. So then Maharaj said that she said, "I am very fallen, Maharaj, by your mercy." And then Maharaj only started laughing that she is fallen because she is having my association. If only she did not associate with me, she would have been very elevated devotee. But poor fellow, because she's associating. So like that, Maharaj was cracking joke on himself only, and we were laughing. Miss, don't know what to do. Maharaj is unnecessarily. She was not good in English, so she combined the two sentences. I am very fallen, and by your mercy, life is going on smoothly. But she said in such a way, I am very fallen by your mercy. So Maharaj said like that. Recently, means in 2018 or so, somehow my flight was there from Mumbai to Hyderabad. So that flight was from nowadays because of some reasons they had shifted it to international airport. So then when my car from Juhu Temple, I think I was going in cab. So when it entered in the Pune International, so Bombay International Airport, the building I saw immediately, I was reminded, oh, around 25 or 20 years back, exactly this is the airport where I would come to send off Maharaj with other devotees and to receive Maharaj, because I had not seen that airport any other time except for receiving Maharaj and giving him send off. So I was stunned. So that Bombay airport was nothing else. It was meaningless for me except this was that amazing place where Maharaj would be received and he would be given send off. Like that, it was a very intimate relationship with Maharaj. So that was there. Those were some more interactions. There may be few more. I don't remember, but these were the prominent ones. I would also like to read the letter Maharaj wrote to His Grace Radhesham Prabhu about youth preaching. So Radhesham Prabhu implemented this also. So this was also from New Vrindavan. This was on 5th December 1995. That is again with letterhead and all that. So I'll just read the letter. Dear Radhesham Das, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I am very happy to receive your kind letter. Thank you very much. Due to your great enthusiasm to surrender to the order of your spiritual master to develop college preaching, Krishna is empowering you with transcendental intelligence. I'm very excited to hear about your dynamic plans to develop the Bhaktivedanta Youth Services in Pune. We want to attract as many young people in the colleges as possible to participate in Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan moment. Be very attentive to educate each student very systematically in the study of Srila Prabhupada's books. Preach in such a way to dispel their doubts and inspire them to accept the path of bhakti as their life and soul. With great compassion, become their friend and guide. Train them with great care to follow the principles of proper Vaishnava behavior. By your words and example, gradually induce them to practice their sadhan very strictly and attentively. Encourage them to remain in the college and be exemplary students, both spiritually as well as academically, as far as possible. Srila Prabhupada encouraged all of us with great emphasis to develop the preaching in the colleges and universities. I believe that this service is so utterly essential for the future of our movement and for the spiritual upliftment of all humanity. I take the dust of the feet of all of you devotees who are preaching in the colleges. I pray that you develop this service with your life and soul. I pray that Shri Radha Gopinath ji may shower their infinite blessings upon your auspicious endeavor. I hope that this letter meets you in the best of health. Your servant Radhanath Swami. So encouraging and so um, empowering that letter Maharaj wrote, and this was a great boost for Radhesham Prabhu to develop youth preaching in Pune because he was sent as youth preacher only to Pune by Maharaj. In one statement, Maharaj says, in giving respect, we can be very happy because we can do it in all situations. In all situations, we can be happy by giving respect to others. When we expect respect, we are miserable because it is not that everyone in every situation will respect us. This is natural. Everyone will not respect us. So then we will experience miserable condition. So we should not expect respect, rather give respect. Then it will be very helpful. Then there are in 2007 Vyasapuja celebration. They had given us Maharaj quotes. I'm reading some of those quotes. They're very nice. First quote: there has never been a prison built by man that people haven't figured out how to escape. All prisons all over the world, prisoners have tried to escape. But what kind of prison Krishna has created? No walls, no guards, and although everyone is suffering in this world, no one wants to get out. So Maharaj is very expert in uh, putting the points. So very nicely saying that. Then second quotation. For a devotee, death is not the end, but just the beginning. Beginning of entrance into the realm of eternity. But for a materialist, death is simply an end of everything they identify with. Third, when we face difficulties and still remain loyal to Krishna and spiritual master, we access the infinite mercy of their hearts. In all conditions, we should be loyal to Guru and Krishna. Then we can experience infinite mercy. Then next, fourth, pure devotional service fries the seeds of material inclinations in our heart. Maharaj was urging us to practice pure devotional service, not mixed devotional service. Fifth, the path of bhakti is not about peace, but about love. And that love is the highest peace. So we should not look for peace in bhakti. We should love Krishna. And when we are loving Krishna, we'll automatically experience peace in that. What is the envy? Envy means I want to be seen as important and great. And if anyone is a threat to my own egoistic ideas, then there is negativity towards that person. So envy is very dangerous. We want to be seen as important and great. Any threat, any person to our egoistic ideas, then we have negativity toward that person. Why is he like this? He's not good. And then we may think of assassinating his character or even attacking him. Envy is very dangerous. Next, due to false ego and selfish disposition, we find everyone as a potential enemy. So false ego, selfish disposition. We feel everyone is potentially our enemy. We would rather lose everything in life than commit an offense to devotees. He's guarding us against committing offense to devotees. Anything else, any other mistake will do. No problem. Losing everything else, but not committing Vaishnava aparadha. Humility is the foundation by which love manifests. Maharaj again and again stresses on humility. The more we are happy in Krishna consciousness, the more we become purified. Purification will not happen just by external activities, but they should be done happily. Whatever devotional activities we should do happily with love for Krishna. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. With priti, love. So we should be happy performing any devotional activity. Then we will be purified. The more we are happy in Krishna consciousness, the more we become purified. Do not take this material world so seriously because it is always changing. Something terrible that you take so seriously today is going to change tomorrow. Like I remember in my college days, I was very studious. Thought that this college studies, I will shine like anything. I'll be topper. And now it has no relevance at all. It's all irrelevant. So life keeps changing. Do not take material world very seriously. Maya is so thorough, just like water. If there is one little crack, the water will just find its way immediately to that crack. And the problem is, our consciousness has so many cracks. Very nice example. Water leaks out, one small crack, water will leak out. And our consciousness has so many cracks that our Krishna consciousness leaks out from there. Those in the bodily concept of life are only dying at every stage, every step. They are simply approaching death, their final destination. Next quotation. Vrutrasur was a monster created by Indra's own neglect. Indra was neglectful. He killed Guru. So then Vrutrasur was created. Every day we are creating our own Vrutrasur due to neglect, mistakes, and offenses. Neglect, three things like Indra. So what happens? We are creating Rutrasur every day. It is not maybe or if. It is sure. This whole world is nothing but creating Rutrasur. Very nice way of putting it. So we should make sure we don't create Rutrasur and then suffer because of him. Next, for a non-devotee, Maya convinces not to surrender unto Krishna. But for a devotee, she convinces to postpone the surrender. Very powerful. Materialistic person, they are convinced, I don't want to surrender. No need to surrender to Krishna. But to us, yeah, you surrender, but not now. In future, postpone the surrender. So those of you who wish to join as brahmacharis, you are most welcome. Join today only. Or 7th December is coming up. You can join on that day. It's very nice day. So don't postpone your surrender. I remember way back, maybe 1 or 2 years before my joining, there was a concept of something called a pant shirt brahmachari, PSB, I think. So His Grace Radheshambru told His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj in Pune that Maharaj, we have PSBs. I said, what is this PSBs? Pant shirt brahmacharis. And Maharaj was all the more shocked. Pant shirt brahmacharis? Brahmacharis don't wear pant shirt. Na? So he said, what does that mean? No, Maharaj, some boys, they are very dedicated, and after they complete their studies, they work, but they stay in temple only and render services morning and evening. Morning they attend morning program plus some services, and evening lot more services in the temple campus. And daytime they go just for job. So we call them as pant shirt brahmacharis. They are more or less like brahmacharis, but they wear shirt pant also. So pant shirt brahmacharis. Maharaj was surprised like that. And then sometimes we were like told not to join immediately, not to shave head and all that. Or some of the devotees would not be allowed to join brahmachari ashram also. When the Raishambru told like that to Maharaj, Maharaj said, please make sure that their fire, enthusiasm that they have for joining, they want to dedicate. Don't delay too much, otherwise the fire only will go away. And they will lose the desire to join as brahmachari. So don't delay too much. Similarly, in Kanpur temple opening, our I think His Grace Priya Govind Prabhu, he next day or that day of he shaved his head maybe over saffron or something. Then he went to Maharaj room Maharaj had gone for inauguration, paid obeisances and said, Maharaj, please give me blessing. Today I am joining as a brahmachari. I did not shave my head for preaching. And Maharaj said, what? Said, yeah, Maharaj, we go for follow up and all that. Na? So we don't shave our head, we have hair and we do follow up of the boys. So that's why for preaching, I did not shave my head. Maharaj immediately said, look at my head. I have shaved head. Am I not preaching? Can one not preach with shaved head? And he was shocked. My God, yes, he did not mean like that. So, but he was completely shocked. So Maharaj made it clear to him that not that by not shaving head you preach more. By shaving head also you can preach like that. Then next he says, when you advance in Krishna consciousness, it is more difficult to tolerate being honored than to tolerate being dishonored. As you grow into seniority, you'll find you'll have to tolerate this honor more than tolerating dishonor. In early stages of brahmachari life or devotee life, maybe a lot of devotees may dishonor us. But as we grow, then many people will honor us. And then we have to tolerate that honor. That is a bigger challenge than even tolerating dishonor. Next, it is the service that purifies us, not the test we feel. TST, test. We are not concerned about our tests, but Krishna's test. That higher test is the spirit of selfless service. Next, he says that it is what it means to be complacent. We do not take shelter. While chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We do not take shelter of Shishi Radha and Krishna, Shishi Radha Vrindavan Chandra. We are complacent. And that is what it means by complacency. Complacency means what? We will not take shelter, at least now. I will take shelter later. So this is not a good attitude. Next, if we take joy in our own greatness, it will be washed away by the waves of time. If we take pleasure in Krishna's greatness, we dive into an ocean of spiritual joy. This becomes a big problem. We feel I'm great. Maharaj says also in one quote was there in our Varangal voice that initially we think we are Das. And then something like we are Dasanu Das, and then eventually we are Das, then we are Prabhu, and then we compete with Mahaprabhu. Basically, we think I'm a great devotee. Because of me, so many devotees came, so many people got initiated. I have conducted so many yatras, I have opened so many youth centers, so many temples, I have been department head, so many things have flourished under my able guidance. So these are all very dangerous things. Maya will cheat us through that. Next, he says that is the path of perfection, to think that you are a fool and just be a servant. This is perfection. To think I'm a fool and just be a servant. Then it is perfect. People in this world are very fond of serving their mind and senses. They are even more fond of having other people serving their mind and senses, thinking that they are the masters and thus becoming intoxicated by this misconception at every stratum of life. So this problem every sadhaka has. We want to serve our own mind and senses. We are fond of serving our mind and senses. And then we also want others to serve our mind and senses. So deadly. But this is not good. Next, humility is the perfection of renunciation. I remember when His Holiness Bhakti Rasamswari Maharaj took sannyas in 2008 or something. So there His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj was speaking, talk about sannyas. So he says that Raghunath Das Goswami, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bhalana Khaibo, Bhalana Puribo, that Gramya Vartana Shunibe, Gramya Kathana Koibe and all that. So then he says, after all that, Mahaprabhu quotes Prunadapi Shunichena, Tarorapi Soishnana, Amanina Manadina, Kirtane Sadari. So the real sannyas means to be humbler than blade of grass, then more tolerant than a tree, offering all respect to others and not expecting any respect in return. So that is real renunciation. Renunciation of the false ego is the real sannyas. Something like that Maharaj says. Very wonderful, wonderfully spoke. So humility is the perfection of renunciation. Then bhakti means to practice according to Krishna's plan. So we are all practicing anyway, but are we practicing according to Krishna's plan? That we need to find out. Next, if you have no determination, you are useless on the spiritual path. Maharaj has quoted Prabhupada, at least I have heard him 2, 3 times in the audio lectures. When Prabhupada was asked, Prabhupada, what if a devotee doesn't have determination? Then Prabhupada said, then he is an animal. And Maharaj quotes this. At least I have heard him 2, 3 times. So if without determination, we are useless on the spiritual path. So we should associate with devotees, then determination develops. Next, in this world, when we lament with separation from a lost loved one, we simply lament because that person is not factually present within our remembrance. That person is gone. But the Supreme Lord can fully reciprocate with us in the very thought, Krishna, that enters into our mind because Krishna is manifested within our heart. So there is a difference between remembering our lost loved ones, and remembering Krishna. Next, if we examine our own lives, we find that sometimes we are being used as the instruments of Maya to create disharmony and discord among other Vaishnavas. We become the greatest enemy of Krishna in the name of his devotee. We should make sure we are not becoming instruments of Maya by creating disharmony in devotees. There will be fights, strifes in devotees. We should make sure that we are getting devotees together as much as possible. And we should not be the cause of causing disharmony and creating disunity in devotees. No, that Maya will do wonderfully. She will disunite devotees. We should be as Maharaj says, we should not be the cancerous cell. We should be the healing herbs. We should make sure that we bring the devotees together. Next, he says the behavior of a disciple can be an ornament for ornament for or scar on the reputation of the spiritual master. So if the disciple behaves very nicely, he will be like an ornament in the reputation of the spiritual master. Many devotees, many people say, whose disciple? Oh, he's disciple of such and such guru. Amazing. Spiritual master is glorious. He has trained disciple very nicely. So if the behavior of the disciple is very nice, it will be an ornament on the reputation of the spiritual master. But on the contrary, if he misbehaves, it will be a scar on the reputation of the spiritual master. So we have to behave properly. Next, detachment does not mean to neglect what Krishna gives you. Krishna has given us so many facilities. We have watch, we have whatever vehicle. We should not be just neglecting that. Detachment does not mean to neglect what Krishna gives you. Not that we neglect it. Detachment means to do the needful as an offering to Krishna. So we can do the needful. The vehicle can be used for our going to temple or taking other devotees to temple and carrying books now for book distribution in that vehicle. So doing the needful as an offering to Krishna. So that is detachment. Next, the only way we can make this world a better place is to transcend it. Most of the people, 99.9999% of the population of the world, let us think better, let us think make better, let us make the world better. And they are having so many plans, greenery and cleanliness. No, we can make this world better place by transcending it. Next, crying out to the Lord is the only eternal reality within this temporary world. So Maharaj in his lectures, in his kirtans, you can see how much he cries. His Holiness Gorgon Swami Maharaj, I heard that once in the class he said, our goal in life should be to cry to Krishna, cry for Krishna. And if you don't know how to cry for Krishna, learn from this Radhanath. He knows how to cry for Krishna because His Holiness Gorgon Swami Maharaj is senior to His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj. So he directly said Radhanath. He will not say all that. So, very nicely. Once I heard that in Bombay, His Grace Akrur Prabhu was new, so was in one sense Gaurang Prabhu and all that. So Maharaj was leading Kirtan after the Vandal program, something, and it was very that intense tune like that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Maharaj goes very high pitch, my God, and he was very intense. I cannot even repeat, I cannot even imitate. So the Akrur Prabhu was stunned. And he went to near to Gaurang and said, Hey, Prabhu, you please stop Maharaj. If he cries like this, he may die only. How much is crying like this? Gaurang Prabhu said, nothing will happen. You don't worry. He's a pure devotee. His Lord Krishna will protect him. You just hear and follow. Like that. So, very intense. My God. Imitation is also very difficult. Next, he says, even when you are bowing down to God, there is danger in this world. Danger of sleeping, but more than that, we can sleep also actually while bowing down. And otherwise, we may think, how properly I pay obeisances and how great devotee I am. I pay so many obeisances and all that. So pride may come, and we are already fallen down on the ground. Pride comes before a fall. You have fallen down along with your pride only. So Maharaj is saying, even when you are bowing down to God, there is danger in this world. Padam padam yat vipadam natesham. At every step there is danger. Next, a jnani hears because it fascinates his mind. He hears because he wants some higher position, either materially or spiritually. A devotee hears knowledge but has complete willingness to surrender to the knowledge. This is a devotee. Next, greatness is not in what you do, but how you are an instrument in the hands of God. So, not putting ourselves in forward, but putting Krishna in forward, forefront, and then we are just instruments of the Lord. Next, Srimad Bhagavatam is the selected essence of many, many histories of different days of Brahma from different universes, so that we can learn the most essential lessons to develop our pure devotional service. Next, we should be desperate for and grateful for devotional service, because devotional service is the only means to disentangle ourselves from the karmic influences of Maya. Next, the greatest service we can do to our family members is love Krishna. The quotes go on and on. Hmm. So I will end here. There are something in the chat box, it seems. Uh, Hare Krishna devotees, okay. This in the WhatsApp group. Okay. If share it so deep and hearing from your mouth is giving more context and meaning. Once in our counseling group, I don't know how many years back, 7, 8 years back, we had given one quote to one devotee, and he had to give a presentation of, I don't remember how many, 5, 10 minutes or something. Then he would give, then he would invite questions on that topic. These are all elevated topics: respect, freedom from false pride, etc. Rajat Pro might have been there, I think, in that. And then afterwards I would give comments. After his questions were answered, then I would give more understanding, deeper understanding. Each one is very thoughtful. Maharaj just says like that only. Pearls come out from his lotus lips every moment, very easily. So we are very fortunate to have him as our guide, and so very wonderfully uh, taking ahead the mission of Srila Prabhupada in a very humble way. In 1996, the centennial year of Srila Prabhupada's appearance day, many disciples of Srila Prabhupada took several projects. So His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj took the project of getting back some of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. So that is the time he brought back his grace, Sham Sundar Prabhu. Sham Sundar Prabhu, way back during Prabhupada time, he put some big amount of ISKCON's money on horse racing. He was expert in horse race and all that. The goal was it will multiply, because he was very expert in that. And then so much money will come. It's like an investment in the bank. This is much better, faster. But unfortunately, he lost a big amount. He felt very morose. He came back and said, Prabhupada, all this money is gone. Prabhupada said, don't worry. He said, no, no, Prabhupada, it was Krishna's money. Prabhupada said, I don't want that money. I want you only. But he thought, no, I have to get back the money. So he went back to earn all that money and then to give back to Prabhupada. But then by that time, he went away only. And Prabhupada left the planet. Eventually, then His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj met him and all that, and said, please come back. And so he came back. And he always owes his life to His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. Radhana Maharaj has great respect for his great Sham Sundar Prabhu. And he says that Sham Sundar Prabhu is a treasure house of Srila Prabhupada. So many pastimes. He got so much intimate association of Srila Prabhupada. Like that. Similarly, I think some other God brothers also he got them back to ISKCON. So he's a people oriented person. He says happy devotees will make projects flourish. Maharaj doesn't give importance to projects first. He says, my project is devotees. So if devotees are happy, they are the best preachers. So he takes care of devotees. In fact, he's never famous for all these big things and all that. So many things. But then because he takes care of devotees, once he just told Govind Prabhu that what is our target for this year marathon, Prabhupada book distribution marathon. They were never famous in the Radha Gopinath temple for coming toppers and all that. In the first few, they were never there. So then Govind Prabhu said something like 50,000 or something. Maharaj said, oh, that is very less. We should at least, we have so many devotees, very educated, wonderful, trained devotees. At least 1 lakh we should distribute. Then Govind Prabhu called all the big senior devotees and said, Maharaj is not happy with 50,000. He wants 1 lakh. So all of us have to work hard. So they worked very hard. They crossed 1 lakh very easily. So one word he will say, it will be, people will give their lives very easily. Gopinath Prabhu, not Radha Gopinath Prabhu, Gopinath Prabhu, one of my friends who got initiated with me in 1998, he gave half of his liver or more than half for his great Sham Sundar Prabhu. When Sham Sundar Prabhu needed for liver transplantation, then Gopinath Prabhu asked Maharaj. Maharaj said, yes, it will be much better. This will be very nice. You know, there was threat, life threat. In a sense, he would have died in that. When it happens, sometimes person may lose body. But Maharaj encouraged him. His wife also allowed, and then he sacrificed. But he is wonderful. That liver grew back, and he is in proper healthy condition. Okay, Prabhus, anything else? There are unlimitedly more things to say, but time is a limitation. There are some other things I think I shared. Maharaj instructions to brahmacharis you might have heard. Maybe we'll send on the through WhatsApp and all that. They are applicable to others also. How the brahmachari should know cooking, singing, playing musical instruments, and then they should have Brahminical standards, etc. They should respect Matajis, like that. He says most important is that our brahmacharis develop great love, trust, and personal friendship with one another to be the servant of the servant of the servant. That is the most important. Okay, Shri Chaitanya Kishore Prabhu, anything more?
Thank you very much, Roji. We are very extremely grateful. Your previous lecture, which you had sent, that was also very meaningful, and so many pastimes you had shared. I mean, your early days with Maharaj over there.
Yeah.
And today also you shared so many other further pastimes which happened with Maharaj, uh, related to preaching, your traveling with Maharaj, and so many other things, and so many wonderful quotes, Prajit. These were, I mean, we see that often, many times we see, but hearing from your mouth and little bit you explaining over that, it gave a lot of much more meaning to us. So we are extremely grateful, Prajit. Prajit, if you can share these, if you have the collections, if you can mail.
Here you cannot show, I think, but it is in the form of A4 sheets, several
Okay.
pages there. And I don't have WhatsApp, but we'll arrange something. We'll click photos and send through email maybe.
Yes, Prajit. Yes.
Several quotes are there. I covered maybe one third maybe, or less than half. Yeah.
Sure. Thank
Okay.
you.
Anything else?
If anyone else wants to say something or want to ask something, you can ask, unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam. Prabhuji, thank you for very nectarian class. Sorry, I'm not able to turn on my video. Prabhuji, I put in the chat also. This backdrop, what you have kept, I think this is from New Vrindavan. So if you can share some pastime of New Vrindavan, because I heard Maharaj perform a lot of austerity in New Vrindavan. So that will be very helpful.
Acha, that is a separate lecture. His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj has spoken. What all he went through, that is unimaginable. We cannot even conceive. 1:30 in the morning, he would break the ice which was formed on the top of that water surface and take the water from below and take bath with it. And You cannot describe only in one sense. There was no sleeping time allotted for him till night 9:30, 10 o'clock services, 9:30. And 9:30 going on horse on the top of the hill and there sing from 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock. Then 1 o'clock sitting on the horse coming back to downhill and then they're taking bath and then chanting japa, completing all 16 rounds till 3:30 or so. And then waking up the deities, cooking foodstuffs and waking up the deities, doing arti, all six artis. And it was unimaginable. We cannot imagine what all services he rendered, and in one sense, no sleeping time only. In 24 hours, hardly 1.5, 2 hours he could sleep, like following in the footsteps of Goswamis. Means he was forced, and that also 15 minutes in each offering. Offer bhoga, 15 minutes you have to wait for Lord to eat. So that is the time he would sleep. After 15 minutes, get up. Then after next time, next offering to the Lord, after 2, 3 hours, then again sleeping 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, like that in a daytime, some 1.5, 2 hours. That's it. So that is too much. There is one separate lecture of, I think, austerities of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. How he was told to empty a paddy field in which it was all muddy water was only there with a scoop. Like this, you throw it and take it, throw it. And like that, it was huge, several hundreds of liters of that muddy water. And he was wondering, when will this get over? And he was all alone, nobody to watch, but he said, no problem. Mhm. That I think one other lecture is there. Do not seek attention. I think in that he explains how he was all alone rendering services and he was not seeking attention of anyone. He knew Lord is there, Lord is hearing, Lord is watching. Unlimited sacrifice. We cannot imagine that. That's why His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj told the seniors in the Radha Gopinath temple, the brahmacharis, that make sure nobody has to face the life the way I faced. Give them nice facilities. They don't have to perform these unnecessary austerities. That time that was somehow imposed, but otherwise, such severe, hard austerities we cannot imagine only. You will cry tears. If you put yourself in that position, you will die on the spot mostly. Because we just can't imagine what he went through. His Grace Govind Prabhu, when he asked Maharaj, you wrote a book like your journey home, what happened before you came to ISKCON. Why don't you write a book to write about what happened after you came to ISKCON? He said, anybody who reading that journey home, if he reads this next book, he will run away. He said, my God, ISKCON is dangerous place. How this sadhu who came with all eagerness, how he was tortured here. The abuse beyond anyone's imagination. So I will never write about that like that. He has written that journey within, but that he has written in a very amazing way. In that he has not written all that part because that part is very deadly part. We cannot imagine what he went through. Okay. Several devotees are there, it seems. I just saw one. I don't know how many are there.
Around 47, 48.
Great. So should we end now?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you all very much for your eagerness to hear about His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He is great, and our fortune is we are able to be there in that period when he is around, and we are able to hear him, we are able to assist him, and that is our fortune. Don't worry about not being very close, not getting such close association. As I told in previous class also, nowadays for last 10, 15 years, it's not so close association. And I don't feel anything missing because I hear Maharaj lecture. I don't know, I cannot show you here, but this is a device, small button phone, keypad phone. In this hundreds of lectures of Maharaj, I keep hearing uh, in the day, anytime I get time while taking prasadam. And I always feel I'm always with my spiritual master. That he's always ready to guide me whenever I'm ready to hear him. So please continue enthusiastically in your Krishna consciousness, and he has all guidance given in through his lectures. Take it fully and make advancement in your spiritual life. So we'll end here. Radhan Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Chai.
Radhan Swami Vyasapuja Maha Mahotsav ki jai.
Chai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Chai.
Veta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Chai.
Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.